Good morning, everyone, and welcome to a Monday edition of Have Faith, Let It Begin, where we welcome back Dr. E, who's pretty much going to take over today's show. Why? Because I'm still not feeling too well. But how am I going to prompt him? It's quite simple. You see, we're going to talk about the one thing that brought him here onto this platform. It's another part of having our faith. And today, I wanted to ask him the number one question. When you are doing your job as a doctor, how is it that you can allow your faith and your abilities to shine so brightly when others, maybe their conditions, maybe their outcomes doesn't look too good? It's that simple. Have faith, let it begin. Starts right now.
Have faith, let begin. When it starts right now.
Welcome to Have Faith. Let it begin. Here's your host, Angel Santana.
Ariel, can you say have faith?
Let again.
Let it begin?
Let again.
Say have faith.
Let
Let it begin.
No.
No? Okay.
It's the boy.
Hi, Noah.
Noah!
Oh,
Jesus.
happy birthday, Noah!
Caitlin.
You did amazing.
You just put those notes in.
Noah.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it.
Shy.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it.
Shy.
This little light of
Mine.
I'm gonna let it.
Shy.
Let it.
Shy.
Let it.
Say.
Let it.
Say.
Yeah.
Good morning. You listening to Have Faith, Let Begin. And it starts right now. How is that, Daddy?
It was good. Hello, everyone. Under the Weather Angel here with Dr. E. Dr. E is taking it over.
Angel, I speak for everyone here on Have Faith, our family, our Have Faith family. I look at you and Rachel and your two beautiful children, and I look back 40 years, 35 years to when I was sitting in your spot, and I had my hair was nice and thick, and there were no gray streaks in it, and I was always sick, and I was either sick. I was going from a cold to throwing up to having diarrhea because my kids constantly made me sick. And that's what you're going through. And I can only tell you that that is absolutely the price of admission. That's the price of being a parent to these amazing children that you have. So we sure appreciate you. And I am going to do the heavy lifting today on this Monday edition. And we're going to talk a little bit about faith in the medical field and how that sustains us. So, the first thing, and I'm only going to give you my perspective, I can't speak for anyone else. I was not one of those super mega childhood prodigy, I can't even say it. Geniuses, from grade school that skipped 4 grades and then went to, Princeton and then went to Harvard Medical School. I mean, I white knuckled it, man. When I got out of state school, I was like, oh, please, Lord, get me into this medical school thing, man. I really want to be a doctor. And through my faith and through my belief, and I believe through the intervention of the Lord, I was granted several acceptances, and I was very, very blessed to go to Rutgers. And from the minute I went to Rutgers, I was there with some very smart people, and half of them were, not even really that couldn't really weren't even happy that they were there. They wanted to go somewhere else. And I'm like, wow, there was not one day of medical school that I wasn't absolutely, so thrilled and so humbled to be there. And again, attribute it to my faith. And then if you take it to the next step, actually getting through the process, all those hard tests, and you can imagine the amount of stress and those types of that kind of training can be pretty brutal. Again, I think the faith that I have, that you have actually reignited in me, came to the surface again. And then once you start learning all these intricacies of the human body, it really is a moment where you could go one of two ways. You could become super scientific, and you could go evolution, and you can go, to the agnostic, or God forbid, to the to complete non-believer, or it could actually turn the other way and you could become a super believer because you're seeing just the way that we're wired, all of the tissues and the bundles of muscle and these, firing neurons and electricals, synapses and, this great thing they call the brain, and then our spirit, and then, the way the heart beats. We don't come with batteries. It's pretty amazing. It's not just amazing, it's miraculous the way we're put together. And God, I really believe that is a divine, blueprint. And then to the struggles and the challenges of training. And then after that, again, with your faith and with your belief and with your thanks, then you start practicing. And I think the thing that sustains you, or at least sustains me, is that gratitude to have this job, which is not really even a job, it's a vocation, where you're given this sacred task to care for another person's body, for their health, for their everything, for their sanctity. And you have to realize and be very compassionate and empathetic toward the pain and the suffering and the tragedies that you have to witness and bear witness to. And then you also are a student, because all of these wonderful patients are teaching you continuously as a reward for what you do for them. So at the end of the day, Angel, I kind of went a little over today and I apologize, but I really believe that, to answer your question appropriately, it's a connection to our Creator that really begins even before being accepted. It really starts with the realization that that's the work you want to do. And then if you're blessed to get the acceptance, and then if you're blessed to get through the training, and then if you're blessed to get through the residencies and the testings, and to achieve, becoming an adult, and attending specialist, and then having a 30, 40, 50-year career caring for these amazing people I take care of. In my opinion, I'm biased, but the survivor thrivers of cancer, in my opinion, are the most esteemed. Not to put any cardiology patient down or infectious disease patient down or pediatric patient down, but that's just my perspective. Angel, sorry I ran long on that, but I hope I answered your question.
No, I think it was good, and I think it's nice to hear it from that point of view. And I think that I can echo that by stating that, no matter how bad things get, for myself, or how many times I wonder, the what if, should have, could have, would have. I'm grateful that I was steered in the direction that I ended up. I wouldn't have never thought I'd be in the medical field, and if I wouldn't have been, I wouldn't have been directed in your path, and our paths came together for a reason. So we leave everyone like this. Where is your faith this morning? And where is your path? I'm not going to question you. I'm not going to judge you, but I will steer you in this direction. If you take the path where God is leading you, and you see that the path in front of you may look a little bumpy, may have a little bit of a detour, may have some construction sites in your path, and maybe a couple potholes, I can guarantee you this. Once you pass a lot of those obstacles, those challenges and struggles, you will find that the road that has been paved for you is the road to righteousness. May God be with you. May he shine his light upon you and grant each and every single one of you peace on earth. And never forget,
have faith, let it begin, everybody. Angel, thank you so much for letting me take over. And let me tell you something, feel better, my friend.
All right. Talk to you guys tomorrow.
Thank you for listening to Have Faith Let It Begin. We'll be back tomorrow.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Have Faith Let It Begin. That's right, Ariel. We're done with another show. And it's always great to have this show with you, my love. We're going to encourage each and every person to listen to our show every single weekday. That's right, you and I are going to help change the world. Do you think that you can do that for me? Huh? Yeah, you can. She does. We want to let you know, and yes, we encourage you to listen to our show each and every weekday, and it's going to be live at 7:30. Make sure you're subscribed to our show. Make sure you get ready, fasten those seatbelts, because Ariel and I and my family are going to bring you a new topic, a new story each and every day, right? Isn't that right, Ariel? Yeah. And she's smiling at me. Guys, enjoy your day.
Thank you for listening to Have Faith Let Begin. We'll be back tomorrow.